Dajahao.
Apa khabar?
Welcome back to a brand new episode of the Epic Arcade Podcast where we, your video game best friends, my name is Kelvin Tay.
I'm Afiq K.
I'm the Dorian.
Sorry.
I took over.
On this episode, we actually thought about a very interesting topic. This was something that I read online last week and then I just posted on a group chat.
Yeah.
We will be talking about how video game reviews influence our purchasing decision or our decision in purchasing games, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about AAA games, we're talking about indie games, and I just want to know or understand how the both of you actually get influenced from buying a video game, right?
You see, in this day and age, it's very hard to escape reviews.
Yeah.
Like, even if you just go on Facebook, even if you just see the headline,
You're not even
there.
looking for it.
And the thing is, the headline kind of misleads you already.
Yeah.
So when you look at that, that already is sort of influencing you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, say, Assassin's Creed, you just see a headline. Assassin's Creed is a blasphemous take on Japan culture and oh, this must be bad. Maybe I won't play it.
Yeah.
And it's just a headline. It's not even the full review.
Yeah.
And the funny part about when you talk about Assassin's Creed, for example, it's like before the recording, Afiq did say he gave up on Assassin's Creed altogether. Right?
Long time ago.
And
Is it the
me
Ezio
too,
era?
Right? Yeah. Assassin's Creed 1, 2, and 3 was the Assassin's Creed for me. And everything after that
Doesn't
was
exist.
just... Well, no, it exists. It's there, right? But it's
just
more
a
like
name.
milking a dying... Like milking a dying / drying cow.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like the Fast and Furious.
Yeah, it just keeps going, bro.
It went from street racing
How
to
can
like
you be that
stealing,
fast and that furious for that long?
That's why they're going into space, bro. They need to conquer other planets.
Yeah.
So now the furious is the audience.
Yeah, exactly. We're no longer fast because we're not rushing to go and see it anymore.
Yes.
But yeah, maybe there'll be an Assassin's Creed space. It's just
Oh my god.
they're finding other
That's
places.
pretty much
what?
Starfield.
You know what? If there's an Assassin's Creed space, I wouldn't even be surprised at this point anymore. Like it's that's how over extravagant the whole franchise has, right? But going
But
back
you
to the
gotta
topic,
make money.
yeah. But going back to the topic of how reviews influence us,
Yeah.
right? Would you both like to go through the process of how you make that decision to be like, okay, this game looks bloody amazing.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy this.
Yeah.
Afiq?
I've always been in the camp of I think everybody has personal preferences and things are very, very subjective, especially
For sure.
when it's things you enjoy, like
Yeah.
video games, right? It's very early on in my like gaming days, I would buy a game and then I would try it out regardless of what other people say. So if people say it's bad, I'd be like, you know what, let me give it a try. I might like it.
Yeah.
But it's different now because of the price of games.
I was about to go there.
You can no longer make that gamble.
Yes.
You know, if you're gonna part with $250,
Yeah.
you wanna be damn sure you're gonna enjoy it.
Yes. Like, it's not like back then when we could just buy PS2 games like we talked about in the previous episode, like 10 ringgit.
Yeah.
Even if it was bad, it's like, oh, 10 ringgit. It's
$10.
okay.
It's just $10.
Even when games are $120, I would still make that gamble. But at $250, $260, I don't think it's fair to make that gamble.
Like most recently, Avowed. You know,
Avowed,
one of the quote unquote best RPG games of 2025. I was like, okay, this game looks kind of interesting, right?
Yeah.
I tested out the beta, it looks fun. But when the full game released on Steam, it was 300 ringgit.
Oh my
That's
god.
that's a
expensive,
full
yeah.
$70 game
Yeah.
that we're getting in Malaysia. Because on one side of the camp, if you like me buy games on Steam, we have the luxury of regional pricing.
Yes.
Right, and that's also one of the biggest reasons why I got a Steam Deck in the first place compared to a Nintendo Switch. But if you tell me, you know, like a full AAA game was like 300 ringgit, I don't have worry to be like, oh, you know, I'm gonna miss out. It's like I'm okay with missing out.
Yeah.
Right.
For me, I tend to, because of the film review background, I've come to realize, like you said, reviews are very sort of subjective. So what you may find great, I might not find great.
Yeah.
So what I usually do is I tend to either play the demo or I'll look up like gameplay trailers and whatnot, I get a feel of it and see how it is. And sometimes also on Steam, you know, they have their like overwhelmingly positive or mixed or negative. If I see overwhelmingly positive, I'm more than likely to get that game, regardless of looking at the trailer or whatnot. I'm like, oh, it's positive and these are all user reviews. It must be great. When it comes time to when it says mixed or overwhelmingly negative, I'm like, all right, let me see some gameplay.
Yep.
and let me make my own mind up. Because, Postal 2 is overwhelmingly negative, but, I find it overwhelmingly positive. So it
leaves an overwhelmingly negative taste in some people's mouths.
So again, it's subjective.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I think the biggest point for me is playing the demo before I buy it, especially like
first-hand experience.
With that price point. I want to know I will enjoy it before I buy it.
Like our experience, our episode with Steam Next Fest, for example.
Yes.
I love that. But then I'm also a bit sad that a majority of the game that we got on Steam Next Fest, for example, are a lot of indie games.
Not so much AAA, that's the thing, yeah.
Number one, it's indie. Number two, the price point is relatively cheap. Usually you can get it under 50 ringgit. And to me, for a game with an experience of like, let's just say 8 to 15 hours, for example, that is worth my time, worth my money.
Yeah.
Right?
For me, right, the easiest way to get me on a game is if I have a friend.
I want to answer that. It's FOMO.
Yeah, it's partly FOMO. It's partly FOMO, but it's not just FOMO, because FOMO could be watching a streamer play it and I want to play it too. And that's not a strong enough factor for me. The strongest factor for me, the easy way to get me into a game is if I have a friend advocate that game for me.
Yes, because you can trust that person.
Exactly.
If you enjoy it, I'll probably enjoy it
Exactly.
as well.
Yeah. That's the easiest way.
So word of mouth, essentially.
Yeah, word of mouth. Right?
And that goes for pretty much like everything, not just video games, right? But like video games, especially if a friend tells me, hey, look, this game is damn fun, I think you should play it, I think you would love it. Like if you say, hey, I think you would love it, then I would give it a try. Because I take it as a challenge. The same way when you said, I think you would like it, Adolescence, I took it as a challenge.
Yeah.
Because it's either you know me or you don't know me at all.
And you really fucking enjoy it, right?
I fucking enjoy Adolescence, So it's the same thing,
So when you play Postal 2?
Good question. Wait, after the twins turn 5.
I say start them young, bro.
But
Daddy, why do you play? Why does he keep screaming? Oh, is this a Muslim game, Daddy? They got a lot of
yes. As you can see, Islam is everywhere. You will always find it. It's always there to give you a warm hug.
Places.
Yeah,
Like Postal 2.
Yes.
Yeah, like Postal 2.
yeah.
Yes.
Anyways, like advocacy for a game is few and far between. Like your friends don't play all the games that you want to play.
Yes.
Yep.
So my most reliable way is I don't look at reviews. I look at streamers play them.
Yeah, same.
So because sometimes streamers say one thing.
Yeah.
And then the way they react in games is a different thing,
For me, whenever it comes to a streamer or any streamer or even YouTube content creators, for example, right?
Yeah.
But I'm leaning what I'm going to say towards streamers specifically is when they recommend game, I always have to do a double triple take because a majority of time they are being sponsored for that content specifically, right?
Yeah.
Like Jack Frax, for example, he is a prominent Battlefield content creator. So whenever I hear news about like a new Battlefield game coming out, I always go to his channel to make sure that everything is on track. But when it comes to streamer, for example, like who Connor. You guys know?
Connor.
Connor.
Who's Connor?
C-Dog VA, for example, right? I watch him. I like to put his streams on the background as I'm working at times. Whenever he reviews a game, I know for a fact that most of the time he is being sponsored for that segment. But one thing I love about his content is that he's very true about how he feels about a certain game.
Unbiased.
Yeah, he's very unbiased. If he likes it, he likes it. If he don't like it, he will berate the game.
So they're not buying his praises.
Yeah.
Yes. He's just buying his time for playing that game on stream.
And then
That's what I
the honest
appreciate. Like
opinion,
when a gaming YouTuber or streamer is honest about the game, that's also another reason why I might get the game.
Yeah.
Because it's one thing also to read a review, but when you see a video especially and you get to see the gameplay as well, because the gameplay ultimately is the major reason why you want to play it.
Yeah.
And if you're watching the video and after 20 minutes you're like, I'm bored of the game already, that means it's not for you.
Yeah.
So that's an excellent gauge of whether or not you should buy a game, because you can literally see it in its all full glory.
Yeah, but going back to the topic of like how friends influence you, right? I would say a majority of the games that I play, from Space Marines 2, to Helldivers, to Sea of Thieves, to Arena Breakout Infinite, for example. All of these games are influenced by friends. Playing it, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm at that age where, yes, I do enjoy my single player games, but at times, games like Sea of Thieves, for example, I can just jump on, do like 2 expedition that is like an hour long.
Caveat, when the server allows you to log in.
No, like from the previous episode, I found out why I couldn't log in. It was because my Hotmail account was being hacked.
Oh yeah. I remember
that's because you still have Hotmail, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Hey man, it's an account that I've been using for like 20 plus years now, and everything I have is there. But yeah,
That's what
Security,
that's
bro.
what Blockbuster said before they ran out of business.
Yeah, exactly.
but a lot of my game time is heavily dependent on who is playing it and who I'm playing it with, right?
Yeah.
Like
That's a strong factor.
Arena Breakout Infinite, it was a free game, right?
Yeah.
So the cost of entry of the or the cost to play the game was zero.
Yeah.
It was a free game.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it because I had great friends playing
Yeah.
with me, and I have good seafoods teaching me.
Yeah,
games.
I mean, like I I had a friend who really like wanted me to play Monster Hunter Wilds with him. He even bought me the game. Yeah,
Nah, I thought so.
and then he's not on it right now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Why? Eh?
so like, so sometimes friends advocate, and then you jump on it, right? And then
You're
suddenly,
so free nowadays, bro. Why?
you busy playing Sea of Thieves.
That's why.
What level are you now?
63.
You're 63. Yeah, wait a bit more lah. Wait a bit more.
Why you have to wait? But our Sifu can play with me.
Because he's got so much things
He's
to
got
do.
like that.
He's got so many things to do.
He's got like a 3-year-old and twins coming. He's got no time
He's
to
got
play
no
these
time
games,
at all,
bro.
You gotta understand.
Your wife to like take care of at home.
It's so difficult,
Yeah.
You gotta have to be more understanding.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You
I'm sorry.
understanding, bro.
I'm sorry.
It's Raya.
I can never understand what it would be like to be you, man.
You just say it's Raya.
Yeah, it's Raya.
Why the hell are you busy doing Raya?
You know what's funny? It's a complete like segue. You bought your baju raya before I did.
Oh yeah.
Hey, same. I'm only going to Raya shopping this weekend.
I bought it yesterday, and I'm sending it to the tailor today.
Mine not done already. I'm ready for Raya.
I'm like, last minute, tomorrow I'm
I'm
going.
ready for Raya.
The day before, they're going to look at the mood. I'm like, you know what? I better go and buy now.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but going back to reviews, right? I would say last time, back in high school, I think I mentioned this in the pod before. I used to subscribe to PC Gamer magazine, and that's where I get most of my content.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like Form 1, Form 2, Form 3.
Yeah.
And I love to
Like a
read,
column with a
reviews.
review.
Right? Or like a full page,
Yeah.
Like,
If it's a full pitch, so you gotta buy the game.
Yeah.
and I always look forward to that. But recently, I realized that my game recommendation, besides friends comes from TikTok. Because as the both of you know, I'm a huge advocate for indie games.
Yeah.
And there's this TikTok creator, his name is Matt Morph.
Okay.
Matt Morph.
Okay.
And he has this very mellow, soothing voice. And he only covers indie games that, like you love to say, avant-garde indie games, right?
Yeah.
And the games that he recommends are always games that you can just shut off, sit down off all the lights and just enjoy some peace and silence, right? And that's where I get most of my indie games recommendation from, surprisingly.
TikTok.
Yeah, from TikTok of all places.
I like that with movies.
Right? Yeah, same,
Yeah.
same also. And I realize most of the time I get influenced or I get pointed to a game on TikTok and I was like, oh, this looks cute, this looks interesting, this looks fascinating. Then I go on YouTube. Number one, I go check out the trailer. Okay, trailer, watch already. Okay, this one, okay.
Yeah.
Then I watch the gameplay trailer. Then I watch other creators playing it.
Yeah.
And then that's how I determine how fun this game would actually be. Yes, I do read reviews at times, but only when I'm free.
Yeah.
Who got time to sit down and
But
just scroll through?
it's funny, right? Because by that point, right, you've seen so much gameplay to convince you to buy the game that when you buy the game, there's no more surprises.
No, I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. Then it's like, wow, this game good. The reviews all good. The gameplay good. You go on Steam. Oh, 180 ringgit. Mine.
That's the surprise.
That's the surprise. That's the surprise.
That's usually the the roadblock. And then, right? Okay, and then 180 bucks. Whatever.
Wait for the sale.
Wait, add to wish list.
Add to wish list, yes.
Add to wish list. Oh, summer sale another 3 months time. Can wait lah. Summer still come. We open. 20% discount lah.
Wait a little bit more lah. Maybe next
There
year
are
40%.
so many games in my wish list.
And you only buy when there's a remastered one come out.
Right. Game of the
5
year.
years later,
Game of the year.
it's been remastered. And then you buy the original
No,
one.
what happens like for me, I love playing the WWE games like 2K24 and all that.
SmackDown versus Raw and all that.
Yeah. I grew up with that, man. I always get it. WWE 2K25 just came out.
Yeah.
I bought 2K24 like 3 months ago because it went down to 70%. So I'll just wait another year. When the games are its cheapest.
Yeah, because there are a lot of just speaking of my experience, there's a lot of indie games that are not like you have to die. You know, it's released today. I have to get it today.
Yeah.
Indie games, the beauty of them is like 3 years, 5 years down the line, you will still enjoy the experience. And going back to what you mentioned, which is remastered, which is another annoying factor. Because once the remaster comes out, it's out full price. You can wait another 5 years.
To buy the remastered one.
To buy the remasters one, right? Yeah.
You know, speaking of that, one thing that I just thought of, which I feel more game companies or like, you know, all these launches and whatnot should do, is similar to what Game Pass is doing. Like Game Pass, you pay 20 ringgit a month, you get access to all these games. And sometimes day one games will be on it. Like Indiana Jones, the new Indiana Jones game. Day one, it was on Xbox Game Pass. And I don't feel as bad paying for it because I just paid 20 ringgit and I can play this game. Yeah. So speaking of that, I feel game companies should do this thing of like, hey, you want to buy the game? Maybe for a very small amount. Here's it for a week. Yeah. You like it? Pay the full price for it after this 1 week. So it's like a tester of the full game. And maybe you play 3-4 levels. It's essentially like a bigger demo.
Yeah.
And then it helps us decide like, okay, I really enjoy this. I want to play more. I'll pay the full price.
Yeah.
You know what game did that? Monster Hunter Wilds.
Was that?
Monster Hunter Wilds came out with, I believe their beta was on Steam for a good 2 to 3 months. And a lot of people were just playing it literally for free. You were just play testing it, right? And I feel like that's a very good deciding factor because when the game came out, it was 250 bucks. Yeah. And because I played the beta, I was like, I know this is going to be good. Yeah. Visually, gameplayly, monsterly, and the experience-ly, right? Like, all of that was a selling factor. And when I saw the price, 250 bucks, for a AAA title of a franchise that has been going on for like, 10, 15 years now, close to 2 decades, if I'm not mistaken, it's justifiable. But games like Avowed, for example, right? It's a fantasy RPG game. You know, you can get it in Skyrim, you can get it in all these other same genre fantasy, high fantasy / RPG game, and you see the price like 300 bucks. It's like, will I miss out on this experience that people will be talking about, 10 years down the line to be like, oh, bro, remember the time I paid 300 bucks for this RPG game that no one fucking remembers?
Yeah.
Like, will I miss out? No. Will I pay 300 bucks for it? No. Why would I pay 300 bucks for a game?
Yeah.
Right.
And I feel also this method might increase their sales. Yeah. Because you give that teaser and more people might be more likely to buy your game because they enjoyed it so much. Whereas if you do reviews and whatnot, some people don't even play the game, they'll just watch the game being played and you lose your money there.
Yeah. It's like your dealer always say, the first hit is always free.
I will be back after this break.
Right, man. So it's pretty interesting how we select games nowadays, right? Because like Afiq say, it's partially FOMO, partially
it's FOMO brought about by friends.
Yeah.
What kind of games would you guys buy in a heartbeat without reviews besides GTA? Besides GTA.
For me, you see, even
How'd
GTA.
you know?
This day and age, even GTA, I'm like, 300 over.
Would you pay 300?
Yes.
350.
Yes.
400.
I will look, bro. Like we live in a world of abundance. Okay. I can find the money to buy whatever the price is for GTA 6.
For me, the weirder the game looks, the more likely
you
I'll
buy.
just like take my fucking money.
Speaking about weird games, do you guys know the most
Yes.
recent game that everyone
100%.
is playing right now? It's not
Yeah,
Inzoi.
he probably knows it.
It's not
I probably will.
Inzoi. It's the drug dealer game.
Oh my god, Drug Dealer Simulator, yes.
Do you know about that?
It is so stupid, bro.
It is a ridiculous game. Like you can play multiplayer. You know that, right?
Yeah. It's damn
I wanna
stupid,
play
but
this.
It
dude,
is-
I wanna
it
play
is
this.
so weird and awesome.
we can simulate like Top Boy.
Yeah. You see, the second you add simulator to something, you know it's gonna be weird as shit, but you're gonna love it.
Dude, I saw a friend of mine play this game that I don't know if you know. You probably do.
Yeah.
It's called Satisfactory.
Yes. Oh, Satisfactory is so awesome. It's actually a damn lot of fun. Like
I
it
know, I
looks
saw him
weird, but
play it.
it's damn lot of fun.
I mean, you know Satisfactory?
Of course, I know Satisfaction.
And it's just mindless fun. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You see, maybe that's why I like weird games. Because it's
Mindless.
mindless. I don't have to think. I don't have to focus on story. It's like Goat Simulator.
like Postal 2.
Yeah, pretty much. There is a story,
Postal
but
2,
it's,
like you make the story, it sounds
Yeah.
like.
pretty much lah.
Okay.
Like you don't really, it's not a necessity lah. But that's the kind of thing that even if I see a trailer, I'm sold already. I will buy it. Like deliver at all costs.
Yeah.
Even if I hadn't seen, even if I didn't play the demo, I was like 100%. I'm gonna buy this game just purely from the trailer alone and how bad shit it is. Like another game, the Mars Attacks game that's coming out, which is like you know Project Zoo,
No.
like those. Or Jurassic World Evolution, where you
Okay,
take care of
okay.
a park.
Yep.
Except you are the Mars Attacks aliens, and your park is just filled with humans. So the humans are the
shit.
attraction.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, I don't even care if it's a shit game. This looks like so much fun.
I need to experience it.
Yes. So to
Shit.
me, that's my selling factor. The weirder, the better. Confirm will buy.
Okay.
And usually, it won't cost that much also because you know it's not the greatest game. At most, you're paying 100 ringgit for it. I'm like, you know what? It's fine.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a sucker for hype.
You're a sucker for
You,
hype.
you hype it up. It doesn't matter if there's a bad review, I'll probably buy it.
For me, it's indie games.
Of
If it's a indie game, specifically indie, isometric, pixelated, I'm sold. Right. Most recently, I was playing.
Is liveselector.com indie game?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
It's not indie, is it?
It's not indie.
It's AAA?
Yeah, it's definitely AAA. I've been playing this game called Thronefall on the Steam Deck, and it's a base builder slash tower defense game, and it's indie. I bought it for like 12 ringgit during the spring sale, and I'm having so much
What is it
fun
called?
with it. Thronefall.
Throne
Throne as in like the king's
Yeah,
throne.
yeah,
Throne
King's
fall.
Throne.
Throne yang terjatuh.
Yeah,
Ah.
and it's a very. Hey, shut up.
Suddenly all this China came out, is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
confirm show Claypot Rice on.
I'm excited to announce that our medieval-based defense game Thronefall is launching into early access on August the 2nd.
Yeah, and it's a.
That means you'll get access to all
You
of the
just
quality
build your castle, and then you build.
Oh yeah, you do
army.
like those games.
Yeah.
You played one kind of like that
I play a lot of
on
games like that.
on PC.
Yeah, so it's like
I remember.
when
But
it
where
comes
God, you say you're so busy. Where you got time for games?
That's
bro?
why.
When I have time, I
See,
play.
it's,
When I
it's
have-
selective busy.
too
for
busy to play with Afiq.
Like Monster Wars, I'm too busy.
yeah.
This Thronefall, I got all the time in
Oh
the
wait,
world.
what level are you? 63 ah? I'm too busy lah.
Yeah.
When you level 100, maybe I got time lah.
I'm not even level 100.
We'll see lah. We'll see
we'll
lah.
see lah.
Let me get to
Yeah.
level 100 on Thronefall
Yeah,
first, then
yeah.
we'll figure it
Yes,
out lah.
yeah.
Huh?
Anyways, that's all the time we have for you guys. And as usual, we are your video game best friends. My name is Kelvin Tay.
I'm Afiq K. Don't feel like a
I'm-
best friend.
I'm Nick Dorian, your weird game best friend.
Yeah.
Until next time, goodbye.
Bye. Selamat Hari Raya.
Selamat Hari Raya.
3, 2, 1.